How frugal people save money during a recession. It's a tough economic climate out there, and many people are struggling to make ends meet during the recession. But for frugal individuals, a recession can be an opportunity to showcase their money-saving skills. How do they do it? How do they manage to live within their means while everyone else is struggling? How do they prioritize their spending? What strategies do they use to cut costs and still maintain their quality of life? Let's take a sneak peek into their strategies. Downsize to a more frugal way of life. If you can learn to make do with less, your savings will grow and you won't have to scramble to adjust your lifestyle when a recession arrives. Then downsizing and learning to live frugally can be a fantastic approach. Frugal living is easier than it may seem, and contrary to common belief, it has nothing to do with being cheap or giving up the things that make life worth living. Rather, it's about making deliberate spending decisions that save costs without severely restricting your quality of life. You can begin your thrifty lifestyle in a variety of ways. It's recommended that families with 2 cars reduce that number to 1 and make greater use of public transportation options. You might save up to $9,000 yearly by making this one change. If you absolutely need 2 vehicles, perhaps you might sell one and put the money on a more economical subcompact car. Consider reducing your living expenses by downsizing your house or apartment, your grocery bill, and your phone service. Create an account for unforeseen expenses. Do you have savings? The general rule of thumb is that you should have enough money saved up to subsist for at least 3 months in the event that you're laid off from your work tomorrow. In a perfect world, the cash would be sitting in a separate savings account, one that you wouldn't access unless you were actually in that predicament. If you don't already have that money, what are some ways that you can speed up the process of saving so that you can get the account started as soon as possible? Do you already possess something you may potentially sell on the internet? Are you able to supplement your income with some part-time, freelance, or contract employment for a period of time? You may find easy ways to build up your emergency fund and construct a secure future for yourself if you use your imagination and think outside the box. Maintain your current course regarding investments. During a period of economic downturn, the most prudent course of action is often to refrain from making significant alterations to an investing strategy. However, you might wish to reconsider the sort of account in which you keep your money. Taking money out of the market during a bear market is the absolute worst thing you could do to your portfolio. The challenge is that you have to be right twice. You have to be right when you get out of the room, and you have to be right when you get back into the room. If you liquidate your investments while the stock market is experiencing a decline, you run the risk of securing your losses. Even if you are successful in taking money out of the market before it drops, there is still a chance that you will miss the rebound. In point of fact, the days immediately following the worst days on the market are some of the best trading days to be in the market because this is when investments rise the most. Take tax loss harvesting into consideration. Smith recommends that if you find yourself in a position where you have to sell investments during a recession, you look for ones that will allow you to harvest a tax loss. The goal of this tactic is to generate a loss that can be deduced from upcoming tax obligations by selling stocks at a price that is lower than the price at which they were originally purchased. However, you must ensure that you fully comprehend how the wash sale regulation operates. You're not permitted to repurchase the same shares of stock that you previously sold at a loss. If you do that, the sale won't qualify for the tax deduction you were hoping for. Advice for employees and retirees amid the economic downturn. The possibility that businesses will reduce their workforce in response to a weakening economy is always present. Both people who are already employed and those who are considering quitting their jobs can benefit from the following advice. Creating a budget is great. Creating a budget is one of the first steps in learning how to handle money effectively, and it's something that every household should do. According to Sarah Stanich, who is the founder of the financial planning firm Cultivating Wealth, located in Montauk, New York, it provides you with a good sense of what it costs to run your life. The process of creating a budget does not have to be challenging, and it can be completed in just 7 easy steps. These steps cover the process of tallying up your income and expenses, and then finding a balance between the two. It's also possible to apply a budget in a number of different methods. Therefore, you should investigate your choices to choose which method appeals to you the most. Pay off as much of your outstanding debt as you possibly can. The cost of debt also increases in tandem with rising interest rates. If you spend a significant amount of your salary on the payments for your loans and credit cards, you won't have much money left over to put away for an emergency. Eliminating debt is a crucial component of how to get ready for a recession, and using a debt snowball is one way that might be useful in accomplishing this goal. Obviously, there won't be enough money for everyone to pay off their debts before the economy enters a downturn. According to Stanich, it is good to find a low-interest, fixed-rate offer if you do carry a balance on your credit card. However, offers like these are almost often reserved for individuals who have a credit history that is very spotless. When you consolidate your debt into a loan with a fixed rate, you may be able to reduce the amount of interest you pay, and you may also have more regular monthly payments, which can make it easier to stick to a budget during a recession. Reduce your expenditures. There are a lot of ways to save costs that won't need you to change your way of life. The use of bill negotiating apps, comparison shopping for less price cell phone service, and bundling multiple insurance plans are examples of these tactics. Also, don't forget about all the services for which you have signed up but have never used them. Consider home cooking. A household spending on food is typically one of the most significant examples of discretionary spending. And a significant portion of the expansion in expenditure seen in this area can be attributed to eating out. According to research conducted by the Bureau of Labor Statistics of the United States government, the amount of money spent by Americans on meals consumed outside the home in 2021 increased by 27.6% when compared to the previous year. Eating in can be more cost-effective than ordering out or dining at a restaurant, and honing your abilities in the kitchen could help you save hundreds, if not thousands of dollars during a period of economic hardship. If you are aware of the appropriate strategies and methods, you may maintain a nutritious diet on a limited spending plan. Make yourself indispensable at your place of employment. The concept of quiet quitting, which refers to the behavior of performing only the essential tasks at one's place of employment, has received a lot of attention as of late. However, if you believe that your career may be in jeopardy during a recession, you should take the opposite approach. You should transform yourself into the kind of employee who is always willing to contribute to the team and who is a team player. Save as much as you can. You should put aside as much of your discretionary income as you can right now, because a recession might quickly wipe it out. Because economic downturns can drastically affect everyone's condition, you should save, and save some more. One way is to consider the cost a joint responsibility that must be met. Find a roommate who can help you split the price of living or who can aid you in splitting other expenses, and move in with them. My friend, inflation is a very real problem. And that's going to do it for today's video. We'll be right back with more videos soon. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to our channel. And thanks for watching.